So what exactly is the difference between a $20,000 camera setup and a $200 camera setup? Let's find out. In this week's video, we are doing an in-depth review and comparison of filming a one-take style short film with a $20,000 camera setup and a $200 camera setup. I just completed my latest short film, The Open Road. Now, in the pre-production process of developing this film, I thought it would be an incredible opportunity for you guys as well as myself to explore together where are we at in the filmmaking world when it comes to bridging the gap between mobile and professional. You know, the lines are becoming so much more blurry and grayed. It's not so black and white now. And so I thought this would be an incredible opportunity for us to explore and experiment and figure out where are the differences? Where can you really tell a $20,000 setup in production as compared to a $200 setup in production?
Need a hand there?
I'm fine, thanks.
You don't look fine. You sure?
Yeah, I said it was fine.
You look like you're shaking.
I said it was good.
Come on, man.
I said
Yeah.
I was good.
All right. Need a hand there?
I'm fine, thanks.
You sure? You don't look fine.
I said I was fine, thanks.
Looks to me like you're shaking.
I said it was good.
Come on. you
I
having fun?
said I was good.
I shot one version with my mobile device here and the incredible Zhiyun gimbal right here, the Smooth 5, optimized for mobile filming and vlogging. So this is what I kind of consider my $200 setup. Obviously a mobile device is a bit more than that, costs more than $200, but this device here itself is under $200. I've even got this attached light on top that also comes with some small filters you can put on top of there as well. Now my $20,000 camera setup and build, what I'm specifically referring to is utilizing my Ursa Mini Pro G2 like I am right now. On top of that, we have got the DZO Vespid Prime 25mm 2.8, and then I have a 1/8 Pro Mist filter stacked on top. Now, additionally, when we were filming this, we were utilizing the Tilta Max Steadicam system, and on top of that, we were utilizing a follow focus kit, and we were also using this CineView SE kit. This is for wireless video transmission of the signal. With that being said, let's dive on in, let's compare these, and let's see where we notice the differences. So after completing the short film, filming both versions on mobile with the gimbal here and filming on the Steadicam with the Ursa Mini Pro G2, some of the key things that I noticed right away were the positives of the Zhiyun. Most notably, size and weight. I mean, this device is so small, guys, and so lightweight. I mean, it really is just incredible. You can operate with this all day without any issues. You're not gonna have pain in your wrists, your forearms, your shoulders, your back. Use a Steadicam system or an Easy Rig, or just, hand-holding, however you say that, holding the camera in your hands. Especially like an Ursa Mini Pro G2, just the camera and the lens itself, that's maybe about somewhere between 6 to 8 pounds. And just after a couple minutes of holding that, it gets really, really tiring. If I had to do this for the whole review video, I guarantee you're gonna start to see my arms shaking like this after about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes in. That weight really starts to wear on you. So when we're looking at filming all day, a 10-hour production, 12-hour production, multi-day production, you can begin to imagine the wear and tear and damage that you undertake as an operator, as a cinematographer, when you're using a big camera and a big Steadicam system each and every single day. So I have to note the size and the weight of this. Again, it's super lightweight and it's really, really small. So that makes me feel really comfortable in operating it all day without issue. And additionally, what I really love about the size and the weight is the versatility it allows you as an operator. Now you're not so limited into what small nooks and crannies and corners you can fit into. Again, it is just so small and lightweight that even if you yourself can't fit into the car or a specific corner shot, you can just hold it with your hand and hold the gimbal, and you're not going to be shaking or jiggling like crazy like you would if you were trying to, again, hold like my Ursa Mini Pro with one hand. Like, that's going to be very hard. Additionally, with all that being said, like just the balancing aspect of it, right? Like, it's so fast and easy to balance. I've never worked with a gimbal that was so easy to balance. Kind of reverting back to the size and weight as well, just the minimal setup, guys. Like, if you are limited on budget, or you just don't have time to get permits, or you're filming in a location that seems a bit sketchy or dangerous, this is perfect for you guys. The setup is so minimal, it's not distracting, it's not obtrusive, you're not drawing in attention. Anytime I go anywhere, literally anywhere with my Ursa Mini Pro G2, you stack on top of that a Steadicam system, follow focus, director monitor, etc. Like, you are drawing attention. You are saying to the world, hey, look at me. I am doing something important. I have a lot of money on me. Look at me, look at me. When you are just filming with this in a mobile device, it comes across quite simply as vlogging or something simple, more personable, right? Like, it doesn't feel like a super big high-end commercial production or set. And so I think in a lot of ways, you can get away with a lot of filming at a lot of locations that you normally wouldn't be able to do so if you were utilizing quote unquote a real camera or a professional camera. And then lastly, I just want to talk about some of the overall just perks and benefits of the device itself. Number one, just jumping into the menu, there are multiple different modes that you can utilize for filming. Now, we filmed the entire thing on POV mode as I didn't want it to feel robotic. So I often find with someone when they're using a gimbal, and especially the thumb device to control and alter the movements for pans and tilts, different movements like that, it just feels very robotic. What I love about the POV mode within this gimbal is it's literally feeling off of the movements that you're creating and going congruently with those naturally. So I just love how realistic that feels. So seeing this POV mode has kind of renewed a lot of my faith in gimbals, in their capacity to emulate and create something that feels a lot more realistic and flowy and less robotic. Having a focus and zoom control on the side is also incredible. Screw this on or some other attachment. You have additional attachment slots that you can put something on. For me, it was lasting me a couple hours of filming, and the charge time was super, super short. I think it took about 30 minutes to get a full charge. So absolutely incredible in that sense as well. So what were the negatives in regards to filming with a mobile device in comparison to a professional setup, camera, and crew? So I think one of the more immediate things we can make note of here is the difference in quality. At the end of the day, we are utilizing a cinema camera and cinema glass. It was optimized and built for this. Your iPhone, your mobile device, is meant and built to do so many different things. My camera is solely focused on creating the best videos possible. And so, although the Ursa Mini Pro G2, along with the DZO Vespid Prime Glass, looks, in my opinion, quite a bit better, multiple steps up in regards to image quality, there's not much that you can really do with that. And so I don't really consider that much of a negative or a knock on the mobile device or the gimbal itself, right? Like, it has nothing to do with the gimbal. It's simply just seeing where we're at in this day and age within the industry. Additionally, as I mentioned earlier, the positive with the gimbal and mobile device is that it's a very minimal setup. It doesn't draw on attention. The negative is it just doesn't have that professional look and feel. So when filming with clientele, when trying to push for bigger budgets, bigger productions, when trying to scale your business, it's gonna be really difficult when only utilizing a mobile device and the Zhiyun Smooth 5 gimbal here. Simply because, again, it doesn't really have the perceived value that utilizing an Ursa Mini Pro G2 and a full, cinema camera setup and build like this does. When you walk onto set with a cinema camera, cinema glass, a full setup like this, it just immediately has that perceived value. The client immediately says, wow, this person knows what they're doing. They've got expensive stuff. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be epic. We're gonna make amazing things. When you show up with a mobile device and a gimbal here, people are probably more likely to go, hire the right guy? Are we about to lose all our money? Does this guy know what he's doing? Have to kind of spend a little bit more time proving your worth when you show up with a setup like this. You know, if you're doing proper branding, building out your personal brand, marketing yourself, and you're marketing yourself in a way that promotes your services as being mobile, as being minimal, fast and efficient, people will see the perceived value and the professionalism in that. But again, it's really about how you're pitching and positioning yourself. And so that's gonna be really, really key and important if you're gonna be utilizing or try to utilize mobile device and the Zhiyun Smooth 5 here as one of your professional setups and offerings for your clientele. Yes, with the gimbal and the Steadicam, you can go underslung, or you can shoot level, you can do POV mode and these different things, right? But again, you are very limited in that you are panning, you are tilting, and it's kind of these stuck movements, right? Like there's no like flowy combination, whereas with the Steadicam, I feel weird doing this, but you know what I mean? Like Steadicam, you can quite literally flow like water, like wind. You know what I mean? Like it don't do that. So I think that's one of the other, if not the biggest differentiator for me between a $20,000 setup and a $200 setup, you know, is the dynamic movement, the dynamic capabilities of the $20,000 setup. That Steadicam system, again, just provides so much more versatility and variety in regards to what the user, the operator can do, can achieve with dynamic movements. As you guys can see here, you know, just looking at the different B-roll, kind of even comparing quite literally the shots side by side as we flow through, like you can see both have incredible movement, both are really smooth, both films really created incredible looks. Like I'm really, really happy with both versions. I think for me, again, like there's just a heightened level of professionalism of the look and the feel that comes with cinema camera and cinema glass. Additionally, as an editor and a colorist, right, like I get so much more control and versatility in the post-production space, which allows me to further refine and really create the story I want through adjusting the imagery, right? Like making it darker, decreasing saturation, adding some green tint, just mooting it out, giving it more of like that Ozark look and feel that I wanted. Not that I can't do that with mobile, but it is more limited in that I didn't film this in RAW, that it doesn't have, you know, the dynamic range that's my Ursa Mini Pro G2 does, and many factors like that. The biggest difference you're gonna find is, again, in the final image quality and then the production process. You know, so I think just figuring out what is more important to you. You know, is it being super lightweight, small, mobile, minimal, and being able to move as fast and efficiently as possible? If so, then going on mobile might be your best bet. You know, I mean, like you can really get a film or project done and shot super fast and efficiently. And finally, guys, to put a bow and a tie on this and just wrap it up, seal the deal, when we are looking at a $20,000 setup and a $200 setup, which option should you go with? I think both options are incredible. It's really just about thinking through the process, being intentional, and knowing what you want your end result to be. Now, again, I think filming with the cinema camera and cinema glass, you're gonna get a much more professional, high quality look and feel with your final product. However, you're gonna have a lot more headaches and a lot more work to do in the production process. You got more crew, you got more devices, you got a lot of equipment that is a lot to deal with and set up and build out. Again, mobile device, it's minimal, it's small, it's fast and efficient. You could arguably do a project with whatever talent you have and just you yourself as the operator. With this $20,000 camera setup and build out, it literally, quite literally, was not possible to shoot the short film without at least 3 crew members. We needed a Steadicam operator, we needed a sound operator, and we needed someone to be the AC to pull focus and keep that follow focus system in focus. So, you know, when we're really looking at and comparing them, guys, you know, I think those are the biggest factors to think about. You know, what does your end product, end result need to look and feel like? Where are you putting this out? You know, is this going in the film circuit, or is this just a quick piece you're putting out in social? You know, really cater and bring those things to mind when you're trying to make this kind of a decision. And lastly, to close out, guys, I'd highly recommend you check out this gimbal. I've actually had a ton of fun filming on this thing. Again, I'm not a big vlogger or a mobile device user, but this has kind of reignited my creativity and really pushed me to think outside the box. And so now I'm really exploring more short film opportunities that I can film just on a mobile device, just utilizing the gimbal. Again, now knowing just how much more faster and efficiently I can move through a production, I feel like I can accomplish so much more. So I'd highly recommend you check out the Smooth 5, guys. It's an incredible gimbal, super user-friendly, super intuitive, so many positives. I have found little to no negatives at all. With that being said, guys, this has been an in-depth review of my latest short film, The Open Road, a comparison of a $20,000 camera build and setup as compared to a $200 build and setup. If there's anything I missed out on, any questions, concerns you might have, drop them below. If you got a comment, something good or negative to say, go ahead and drop it below as well. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. It's all love. With that being said, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all at the top. Ooh, yeah!
Seriously. Guess I'm walking. Just one bar, just one bar, just one bar. Come on, come on.
Need a hand there?
I'm fine, thanks.
You don't look fine. You sure?
Yeah, I said it was fine.
You look like you're shaking.
I said it was good.
Come on, man.
I said
Yeah.
I was good.
All right.
I don't need anything like that happening again. Just one bar. Just one bar. Just one You've got to be kidding.
Alright, good camera speed. Slowly. Okay, this is open road camera. Open road camera, take 3.
Seriously. Well, guess I'm walking. Just one.
You in there?
I'm fine, thanks.
You sure? You don't look fine.
I said I was fine, thanks.
Looks to me like you're shaking.
I said I was good.
Come on, you
I
gotta go.
said I was good. Don't need another thing like that. Come on. Come on, bar. Just one bar. Oh, God. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.